Hey folks, Jim Thomas here, Fitness Management and Consulting. I appreciate you being here at the channel today. And if you've not yet done so, please hit that subscribe button. Also, please hit that like button as well. Now, our topic for you today is 4 principles of really good gym sales management. 4 principles of really good gym sales management. And so if you're in management right now, take a look at these. Where are you at with it? If you aspire to be in management, okay, here's some things to look at. Or if you're overseeing management, how are we training on this? How are we getting this information out? So 4 keys here, 4 principles of good gym sales management. Number 1, it's consistency. Okay, and good consistency, right? If we're bad at it, that's not the consistency we want. But we want to be consistent, okay? Consistent in how we do things, how we approach things, because in part, we want our staff to feel comfortable approaching us. They know how we're going to respond. We're not going to kind of go crazy, with something that they might have to say. But we're consistent in how we look to do things. Because, one of the things that we're looking to do as management is we're looking to create an environment that allows a motivated person to act. And so we're consistent in what we're looking for in terms of how we're taking the telephone inquiry, how we're logging it in, the guest process, the guest procedure, the sales procedure, how we're doing follow-up, how we're using the CRM. We want to be very consistent in everything that we do in that regard. Number 2 is delegation. We want to learn to delegate. If somebody else can do it, delegate it. Okay? You as the manager can't do everything. And B, this is one of the ways you can develop other people to become a manager potentially, which what does that do? That pushes you up. Okay? Because you as the manager, our primary focus as sales managers, we need to hit the numbers and we need to develop people. Those are the 2 biggies, right? Develop people and hit the numbers. If we find ourselves getting bogged down in admin work and other things like that, you're going to lose track of what you're trying to do, okay? So delegate. I can give you an example. When I first became a manager, I was a 100 sales a month salesperson becoming a manager. And in a manner of speaking, we're kind of taking that out of the system because now I was more managing than selling, and I had to find a way to either replace that or continue to do it. And what I found is if I tried to simply manage and not do that, our numbers went down. And if I tried to do too much selling, now our management kind of went sideways. And what I ended up doing, I delegated the touring aspect. I gave someone else the job of making the tour. And they would make the tour, they'd introduce them to me, then I would sit down with them. And so now my time there got compressed just to a small moment right there. So I delegated that. So make sure we're delegating. You can't do it all. Number 3 is equality. And here's what I mean by equality in terms of treating everybody the same. Now, in some ways we treat them the same, some ways, they're different. But here's what I mean by the equality part is whether the person has been with you for 5 minutes or 5 years, the process is the same. The process is identical. And so if I'm using a daily productivity report, I'm going to meet with the sales rep first thing that day. I'm going to go over expectations on lead generation, on follow-up calls, on appointments. We're going to review their numbers. We're going to talk about prospecting we want them to do. And then I'm going to follow up midday. I'm going to close out with them end of day. And every day that's going to happen, whether you're brand new or you've been with me forever. Okay, the process doesn't change. 5 minutes, 5 years, I'm doing the same. It's equality in that sense. Now, in terms of expectations, now if you're new, I might not have that same expectation, so I'm really not talking about that. But equality, I expect you to be on time. Matter of fact, I expect you to be 15 minutes early, okay? So those are the things. We're treating everybody the same when it comes to process, when it comes to attitude, when it comes to work ethic, when it comes to being coachable. These are things that, from where I sit, are kind of universal things that I'm looking for. And then number 4, communication. Communicate with people, okay? Keep them involved, okay? Ask their opinion. What do you think, okay? But have an open line of communication. Be willing to talk to everybody virtually at any time. So 4 key principles of really successful gym sales managers. Take a look at that. Do you struggle with any of those? Are you struggling as a manager to get some of these things done? If you are, this might be a good place to look. So folks, my name is Jim Thomas. My company is Fitness Management and Consulting. You can learn more about my company, courses that we offer, funding that's available, and other programs that we offer in the description box below. And we'll look forward to seeing you all in that next video.